In the tranquil rhythm of the grasslands, silence often signals an impending attack. Big cats slowly lower their bodies, closing the distance before launching their final strike. Prey relies on numbers, speed, or size to fight back and maintain the upper hand. But even a moment of hesitation is enough for the predator to strike, and the balance of power shifts in an instant. On the hot, dry plains, African buffalo are considered a true challenge for lions. With body weights that can exceed 2,200 pounds, along with thick, curved horns and powerful neck and shoulder muscles, they remain extremely stable while standing. In this encounter, however, the coordinated effort of the lion pride gradually shifts the balance. A male lion leaps onto the buffalo's back, but cannot finish the kill immediately. The buffalo keeps moving forward, driven by strong force from its shoulders and neck, showing impressive endurance. When the lionesses join in, the pressure increases. One lion blocks the front to disrupt movement, while another focuses on controlling the throat rather than inflicting deep wounds. The struggle stretches on, with visible tension. The buffalo tries to turn and fight back, but precise role division steadily weakens its defense. Once the airway is controlled, resistance drops, and the outcome is decided. In the Serengeti, buffalo provide a large protein source, but come with high risk, with failure rates reaching 70 to 80%. This case shows that success does not come from raw strength alone, but from coordination at the right moment during a few critical seconds. During migration, zebra herds move densely, creating brief lapses in attention. Living in groups offers protection, but foals or individuals that fall behind are vulnerable. In this encounter, the leopard exploits perfect timing and secures the win. Leopards hunt alone and do not rely on group strength. They do not target healthy adults, but wait for a smaller individual to separate. When the distance closes to just a few feet, the attack is fast and accurate. The mother zebra immediately turns back, kicking and chasing to defend her foal. However, the leopard holds a favorable position and quickly secures control before the herd can regroup. Its compact size allows it to pull the prey away from chaos. The hunt ends within minutes. This strategy focuses on weakness rather than direct confrontation with the herd. In nature, one does not need to overpower the many, only to be precise at the decisive moment. Anacondas are massive snakes that live mostly in water with thick bodies and powerful constriction. Once they coil fully, they can completely control movement. In this encounter, however, the jaguar gains the advantage by precisely controlling the snake's head. The jaguar approaches carefully at the water's edge, avoiding the body that could wrap around it. When close enough, it lunges and targets the head and back of the neck. The anaconda tries to twist and form a coil, but the jaguar keeps the upper position and avoids being fully wrapped. The confrontation lasts only seconds under intense pressure. Once the head is controlled, the constriction advantage disappears. This is a contest between suffocation and piercing bite, and the outcome depends on who controls the critical point first. In nature, victory sometimes belongs to the one who strikes more precisely in a brief moment. On the open plains, giraffes tower over the landscape, reaching more than 13 feet tall. While standing firmly, their long legs and powerful kicks give them a clear advantage. Balance is their strongest defense. In this encounter, sustained coordination by the lions begins to apply continuous pressure. The lions do not seek an instant finish. They advance as a group, focusing on gripping the hind legs to slowly reduce stability. Each approach forces the giraffe to turn more often to stay upright. Tension builds with every small movement. As the center of gravity shifts away from safety, the height advantage fades. One lion holds from below, while another presses from the side, creating layered pressure. The moment balance is lost, the massive body becomes manageable. After several minutes, the hunt concludes. This strategy weakens the foundation before seizing the decisive moment. In nature, victory does not come from the first charge, but from patience and precise coordination. Across the open savanna, adult elephants are nearly unbeatable when they remain within a tight protective formation. Massive size, strong pushing power, and herd unity create a barrier that is hard to break. In this encounter, however, when the target is a calf, lionesses accept extreme risk in search of a rare opportunity. The lions do not attack the protecting adults directly. They wait for moments when the calf drifts away from the shield, often while the herd passes through narrow terrain. One lion approaches from behind, while another slows movement, applying constant pressure instead of rushing in. The mother reacts aggressively, turning back and using her body and tusks to drive them off. But in the brief moment when the formation stretches, the calf loses protection. Persistent coordination by the lionesses eventually creates control. This is not standard behavior, but a high-risk strategy that appears during prolonged survival pressure. In the wild, such decisions reflect the narrow line between energy demand and acceptable danger.
Wow.
On open plains with little cover, wildebeest rely on numbers and coordination for safety. When the herd maintains consistent awareness, the risk of close approach drops significantly. In this encounter, however, a single lapse gives the leopard control. Unlike lions, leopards hunt alone and cannot sustain long chases. They approach from downwind, using darkness and low terrain to close distance. The target is a resting individual, reducing the chance of alarm spreading through the herd.
Wow.
The attack is fast and focuses on the trachea to control breathing from the start. The wildebeest tries to rise, but cannot create safe distance in time. As defensive reflexes fade within seconds, control fully shifts to the predator. The hunt ends before the herd can respond. For solitary hunters, success depends on speed and precision rather than prolonged strength. In nature, when numbers are not on your side, the first few seconds determine everything. Along calm riverbanks, capybaras gather in groups and always keep an escape route close to water. When danger appears, they react quickly, diving into the water within seconds. That balance usually keeps them safe, but this encounter places them against a different kind of predator. The jaguar approaches the water's edge with slow, steady movement. When one capybara separates from the group, the distance closes rapidly. The capybara turns toward the water, but the jaguar does not rely on holding alone. It delivers a direct bite using the strongest jaw force among big cats to gain instant control. The reaction window becomes too short to reverse the situation. Precision and bite strength decide the outcome quickly. This is not just an ambush, but a strategy built on biological advantage. In nature, superiority sometimes lies in ending the encounter before the opponent can adapt. Nature does not reward reckless risk. Every recorded victory begins with clear strategy and precise execution. Even the most powerful predators must weigh danger before acting. In the wild, survival is the result of making the right choice within a very narrow window of time.
Wow.
Snakes are often considered silent, precise, and dangerous predators. But in nature, not every attack follows the familiar script. There are moments when snakes choose the wrong opponent, and their survival instincts lead to completely unexpected outcomes. These are the craziest moments, when snakes attack the wrong animal, one that is not as easily subdued as it appears. The mongoose appears with its compact, low-slung body and constantly tense gaze. It's not large, not overwhelming, but renowned for its ability to confront venomous snakes. The mongoose isn't completely immune to venom, but its body reacts differently. The venom has difficulty binding to nerve receptors, preventing an immediate effect. The encounter begins in silence. The snake coils, raises its head, and delivers its familiar attack. The mongoose doesn't charge straight ahead. It moves sideways, forcing the strike to miss its target, constantly disrupting the rhythm of its blows. Even when slightly affected by the venom, the paralysis lasts long enough for the mongoose to maintain control. In the decisive moment, the mongoose counterattacks decisively, focusing solely on the head. Without its head, the snake loses all advantage. Recognizing the increased risk, the snake chooses to retreat. The mongoose doesn't pursue relentlessly. The confrontation ended clearly. This wasn't a tactical defeat, but a matter of practical survival. In nature, victory sometimes simply means knowing when to stop in order to continue to survive. Snakes have been present on Earth for a very long time, silently slithering through the changes of time. They live in deserts, forests, and swamps, blending into the landscape with almost no trace. Silence is not only a way of survival, but also an identity of this species. There are more than 3,000 species of snakes in the world, with about 50 species living in North America. Their bodies lack legs, but consist of more than 200 flexible bone segments, allowing snakes to move efficiently across various terrains. Whether over 10 feet long or weighing only a few ounces, all have evolved to conserve energy and sustain life. Snakes sense the world through vibrations and temperature, able to detect changes of just a few degrees Fahrenheit in the dark. They don't seek conflict, but are always ready to react when cornered. In the natural order, snakes exist silently but persistently, reminding us that the greatest strength sometimes lies in the ability to adapt and patiently survive. The eagle appeared high above, silently gliding through the open air. Its long wings spread wide, its sharp eyes able to observe the ground from hundreds of feet away. Without rushing, the eagle patiently waited, its greatest advantage lying in its height and vision. Below, the snake sensed the vibration and raised its head in vigilance. As the eagle lowered its altitude, the snake instinctively reacted, launching a desperate attack. But the blow missed its target. The three-dimensional space negated the snake's familiar advantage. The eagle dodged the attack in an instant, then extended its powerful talons to seize its prey. From above, power came from speed and gravity, not from a prolonged struggle. The confrontation ended quickly, before the snake could adapt. Honey badgers appear silently in the African savanna, with their low, sturdy bodies and calm gait. Weighing only about 20 to 30 pounds, this small animal is renowned for its tenacity, ready to confront lions, leopards, or hyenas. This confidence comes from a body designed for confrontation. Their skin, about 6 to 7 millimeters thick and remarkably loose, allows the honey badger to twist and counterattack even when bitten. Sharp teeth and strong claws make any confrontation risky. Even snake venom isn't always the end, as the honey badger can temporarily incapacitate it, only to recover after a few hours. When the snake lunges, the attack is quick and precise. But the familiar advantage quickly disappears. The honey badger stands firm, reacting fiercely, forcing the snake to retreat. The confrontation ends quickly. Honey badgers don't hunt snakes out of hunger, but out of instinct to utilize any available food source. In nature, the victor isn't always the one who strikes first, but the one who refuses to surrender. The ants appeared calmly on the ground, so small they were easily overlooked. But when connected as a colony, they became an organized force, moving to a common signal and reacting almost simultaneously. Ants don't need individual strength. Their strength lies in sheer numbers and coordination. The snake slithered into the area and reacted instinctively. But this time, all advantages were gone. The snake had no strategy against a swarm. The ants approached simultaneously at multiple points on its body, creating a burning, numbing, and confusing sensation, causing the snake to lose control of its movements. The ants didn't need to knock down their opponent. They only needed to make it impossible for the snake to stay. Under the spreading pressure, the snake gradually retreated, hastily leaving the area. The encounter ended quietly. It was a victory without a finish. In nature, sometimes survival is decided not by the final blow, but by the ability to force the opponent to give up. The owl appears as the last light of day fades. Its broad wings glide through the air almost silently. In the darkness, the owl's large eyes pick up every slightest movement on the ground. Night is its territory. The snake coils itself among the dry leaves, relying on its familiar sense of vibration. but in the deep darkness, its reflexes are slower. When the owl swoops down, the movement is swift and precise. There is no warning, no time to prepare for a counterattack. The snake manages to raise its head, reacting instinctively, but it is too late. The owl locks onto its head or spine with its sharp talons. The encounter is short-lived. The snake's advantage vanishes in an instant. This is not a fight. This is a biological execution. In nature, when the night belongs to the other, survival is decided in a matter of seconds. The mother hen stood beside her chicks, her demeanor normal and familiar. She wasn't calculating life or death, nor weighing the risks. When danger arose, her instinct to protect her offspring immediately kicked in, pushing aside any hesitation. The snake approached habitually, maintaining distance to prepare for its attack. But the mother hen didn't flee. She lunged forward, directly attacking the snake's head, striking before it could establish an advantage. Losing its attacking distance and facing an opponent devoid of fear, the snake was forced to retreat. The encounter ended quickly. For snakes, fearless prey is always the greatest risk in nature. These moments show that nature doesn't operate according to a fixed pattern. Power doesn't always belong to the one who carries the venom or strikes first. Sometimes, just a reflex, a different strategy, or pure instinct is enough to reverse the situation. In the wild, choosing the wrong opponent is always the most costly lesson.